Landlords provide housing like scalpers provide concert tickets is my new favorite analogy. 8 am me, I think I'll roast a chicken for dinner, steam some asparagus and make some mashed potatoes. 5 pm me, yup, cereal for dinner sounds good. Superheroes in movies, we gotta save the world, Online match with other players. Online match with Korean players. When you realize life is pay to play and the most toxic players always use data's credit cards. Me when the surgeon says what's that? A bunch of rich celebrity women talking about their harrowing 5 minutes in space, women astronauts that spent almost a year on the ISS. AAA game companies versus Steam, please buy our $500 console and also a subscription so you can play online. You wanna buy this game from your childhood? Hum House $5 sound boss. Sleeping peacefully. Suddenly you have an urge to urinate. Me, I trained this chicken to talk. Let's see. Me, what's a male deer? Chicken. Buck. Me, how much is 200 pennies? Chicken. Buck. This is stupid. Me, it gets better. Chicken. It gets way better, Susan. World's first hydrogen-powered cruise ship from Fincantieri Viking deal. Me waving goodbye to the coolest kid I ever met and will never see again after playing with him for 4 hours at a random BBQ my parents dragged me to. Wait, Katy Perry actually went to space. I thought it was a joke. Francesca Scorsese says her father Martin Scorsese sometimes watches his films as though he's never seen them before. Something will happen and he'll be like, "Ha, that's great." And I'm like, you literally made this. Me watching my Instagram stories. Tim, can I push your student? Let's see how dinner goes first. When you're older you'll understand that life is just unfair. Me now, my god, I get it. Celebrities bragging about going into space, most people struggling to get by. Me, I'll just rest my eyes for 5 minutes. Also me, wakes up in 2074 with 4 missed apocalypses. Bicycle. Gate. How did you save the world from the Silver Surfer? Me, restarts my grandma's modem. What grandma thinks I'm doing? Me with 75 cents in my savings account looking at real estate. Wow, $1.4 million for that. Not bad at all. Blue Origin launches an 11-minute robotic mission with an all-female crew. Cargo. I find it hard to believe that bears made porridge and the only thing wrong with it was the temperature. Other drinks versus Red Bull. Please buy our drinks. Flying inside a tunnel is really cool. Hot accidentally making eye contact with me. Me thinking she's into me. Me after responding sounds good to an email that ruined my day. When I say I'll figure it out, I mean I'll just adapt to whatever new level of hell is coming. Child brings up trauma to parents. Parents, that never happened, I don't remember that. Tell me you thought it was cool I went to space. Katie, you're hurting me. Tell me and I'll let go. Sweet Jesus, Hades. That's not just a random soul. You're eating Christ the Redeemer. Seth, where is your sting? Doing brain laundry. Separating my thoughts into lights and darks. Update. Left one dark thought in the lights. Ruined the whole load. You like the new actor or actress from the new show? Love to see them in more projects. The same actor or actress started getting featured in almost every big project. Pontius Pilate when he hears that empty. What the F? Katy Perry. Sunita Williams. Other women astronauts. Katy Perry. It takes more muscles to frown than it takes to smile. Yeah, I know. I'm willing to go the extra mile just to show you how much I hate this shit. Those astronauts who were stuck for 8 months watching Katy Perry kiss the ground after being in space for 10 minutes. Popcorn Company. I have a dry clean only sweater that is about to learn some harsh truths about living with me. Having a job is cool but every day. Do you guys think I should upgrade my PC to Windows 11? I'm currently still using Planker Cool. What old person thing do you do? Ask why them kids ain't in school whenever I see children in the daytime. Want me to luck your mock while driving? Legends say this scene had to be recorded 64 times. Instead of saying his text, Brad Pitt repeatedly responded hell yeah. Woke up with a ton of anxiety about a dream I can't really remember, but thank God I'm back in the real world where nope, this is worse. It's 420. Birthday. Visualizing in the mirror the man I want to become. How old were you when you realized your original plan of being really nice, working really hard and taking on much more than you should in the hope you would be automatically rewarded for this without asking was totally she? Life pro tip: if you catch a mosquito in your hand, you can go up to someone, slap them, show them the mosquito, and they'll actually thank you for slapping them. How the Guantanamo Bay prisoners look at me when I yell water bucket release. When you sneeze and that weird smell kicks in. Dad when the kids wake up. Dad with the kids before bedtime. I guess Rob Liefeld can draw a realistic body. Me after someone with double my salary asks how to screen share. I asked Will Smith to make a decorative sword for me. I was surprised when he said he couldn't make one. Yeah, because he's just an actor, but he's also a blacksmith. Remember Player's Choice when Nintendo halved the price of their games to celebrate them selling over 1 million copies? Metroid, Pepperidge Farm remembers. How I feel after telling multiple children to chill themselves on Fortnite. Me when I get home and get to use good toilet paper instead of that sandpaper they have at work. Weekends as an adult are neat because you can either do all your errands or you can do the things you enjoy, but either way it's the wrong choice. You, Earth, the planet she told you not to worry about. K218b. Exorcist, I'm here to exorcise you, the demon. Well, excuse me, you're not so skinny either, you lack The Exorcist. How cinema workers be describing Chicken Jockey in 10 years. Kids these days have it too easy, said the generation that could buy a house on a wage from unskilled work at age 21. April 20 is very special day to me because you are right. It's because you are a right. My dog outside, my dog at home. So last night I had a lady ask to sit in my section because she heard how special I'm, told me I was the best server she's ever had, told my manager I was the best ever, tipped great, and left a 5-star review. Seriously, if you have never served your mom, I highly recommend it. Me seeing how the next song is called the same as the album. How are you, besides being pretty crazy? I want one of those jobs that you see in commercials where you lean over the shoulder of someone who is working on a computer and point at the screen and nod. I feel like I could be really good at that. Coffee plants evolving to produce caffeine so animals won't eat their seeds. Pepper plants evolving to produce capsaicin so it yields a spicy effect and makes animals not want to eat their seeds. Failing effing miserably. My plane is about to go over your apartment in like 20 seconds. Okay. Is this you? Yep. Very funny. Why dark is spelled with K and not C? Why? Because you cannot see in the dark. When your bro is saying bad words but you need to look good to your crush, swearing doesn't make you cool. My honest reaction when a tries to give me health or financial advice. This is brilliant, but I like this. Why do I let women treat me like the women I met growing up? If we all stopped paying bills at the same time, what are they gonna do? Life hack: when you have a splinter, just effing yourself. Life and the pain will go away. MS-13, Microsoft 13. Commissioner for Clark County NV says he's a attracted person when confronted by parents who oppose drag queen shows for kids. This is not okie dokie. Corrector, corrector not, when the strict teacher makes a mistake but you are pedantic as F. My boss leaving early to attend a meeting, me coming in late. Websites found on Google while looking for the solution to a problem suggesting to install the program with the same name as the site. Your voice in your head. Your voice on a recording. Boys literally have zero excuse for not having communication skills because I have seen y'all play group video games and you describe where you're at like it's life or Seth. Teacher, please don't make inappropriate jokes, middle school kids. How about I do anyway? When you get a taste of little luxury and you start to understand corruption. For as long as I can remember I have felt a deep heavy sense of loneliness. True, wrong. You have selected wrong answer. What? This is how it feels to talk to my parents about my mental health. This is my brush. This is my paint. This is my canvas. Me finally realizing that when they release Fallout 5 it will actually be Fallout 6 because people got so tired of waiting they did it themselves. Very unpopular opinion. Millennials grew up in the best era to be a kid but the worst era to be an adult. Stephen Hawking does stand-up comedy. Literally everyone. Very poor choice of words. Someone living in their mom's basement used to be the butt of the joke but the rental market is so insane that now it's like damn you have got a whole basement to yourself, that's sexy. Medium rare according to TikTok. Your very specific issue. Random Indian YouTube video. How do y'all be 27 plus with no kids? Seeing y'all be 23 with 5 kids will do that to you. Taylor Swift's carbon footprint. Katy Perry going to space for inspiration or some such shit.
Spare change. Spare change, ma'am.